Welcome back to the No Fun channel. I'm Felix. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ooh, I remembered. Yay! I was looking at my shoulders on the monitor here. Shoulders are looking good. I've always had good shoulders, so those are easy for me. It's like there's never any fat on my shoulders. I don't know how to explain it, but I got a huge gut. My legs, you can't see the muscles on my leg. It's like I got a single layer of fat. Versus my gut, which has like 50 years of fat. So I'm working on it. Not this week, though. Sunday, I threw my back out. And let me tell you, if you've never thrown your back out, it's painful. It's been a long time since I've done it. The first time I threw my back out, I was in my 20s. And I was literally taking a shower. I reached back like this to scrub I had a scrub brush. I went like this. And it was like, and the pain, the muscle spasm was so great. My hand opened and the brush fell out my hand. And I remember just standing there like, oh God. It was in the morning. I was taking a shower, getting ready for work. I had to call off work, and I didn't have anything. So I made my way to the lucky enough, the drugstore wasn't that far. It was like down the hill where I lived. I drove down there, got something, went back home, and went to bed and just relaxed. But now, when it happens, it lasts a lot longer. It's, like I said, I threw it out Sunday, and upside is I work from home, but still. You still got to move around, go to the bathroom, grab myself something to eat. I didn't think to, prepare everything and bring it up here or have it in my office, so I didn't have to move as much. I've had to do a lot of stretching exercises. So, the weird thing is, Sunday, I popped my left or right hip. I was able to pop my right hip, and the right side pain went away. So I'm thinking, oh, it must be more than just my lower back. So I tried to pop my left side, my left hip, and it wouldn't pop. So I remember some techniques and tried a bunch of different things and wouldn't pop. And the pain it was this sharp stabbing pain on my left side. Right side cleared up. Left side was like, screw you. About 2 or 3 in the morning, I was like, oh, there's one more technique. So I went in the hallway and did this stretching exercise, and it was like a dull noise, like a dull pop noise. But I could hear it and feel it. I was like, oh, and the pain let up, but it didn't go away. It changed. It went from a stabbing pain to a dull pain, persistent pain. And I was just like, I don't know which is worse. Because the downside is my mobility was already down, but then it became almost impossible to move. I just remember, I literally had to both hands pick my leg up and throw it into bed to get in bed. Or kind of get a running start to get in bed. And then yesterday my wife wanted to go out and eat. And it's like, I kind of had to do a running start to get in the car. I mean, it's bad. Upside is it's getting better. I mean, it still hurts. I'm going to try to work out tonight at home. Just upper body. Do my chest and arms. And probably skip. Or I can do my upper back. I might be able to get what we do with my upper back. I won't try to do any lower back exercises or any hip. Basically, no leg exercises. Because at home, the only exercise I can really do is like squats and maybe some. I can do calf raises. So see if I can get away with calf raises. But I was doing so good up until this week. I got back in there, going 3 days a week. I started doing full body workout again. So, and I started doing the treadmill. So it's like. I was doing a treadmill, full body workout. I was doing it all. And then I think what happened is I overdid it. And the reason I say overdid it, Friday was the first time I did a full body workout and did the treadmill. I did 6 minutes. I was going to try to do 12, but I cut it short and only did 6. And then afterwards, well, let me start from the beginning. Friday, I took Friday off. I had to run some errands with my wife. During that, we ended up walking a full mile. We came home, and I went to the gym. And then afterwards, we probably walked another mile. So basically, I did 2 miles plus the gym. I skipped the treadmill because I knew we were going to be doing some more walking. And we went out to eat. No, that was Sunday. Okay, so now I'm confusing the days. So Friday, went with my wife to run errands, went to the gym. We ran out some more and walked around. So basically did 2 miles Friday, maybe a little more than 2 miles. Saturday, me and my son went out. We had a Father Sunday, and we went hung out. Went to the movies. We saw Sonic 3. Sonic 3 was actually pretty decent. I didn't enjoy it as much as my son, I'll be honest. I think it's because I don't really like going to the movies anymore. That could be it. I mean, it was still an enjoyable movie. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I don't think I like Keanu Reeves as Shadow. There was something about his performance. I just didn't like it. But other than that, it was pretty high energy. The two humans in it didn't even need to be in it. They were irrelevant. Yeah, we enjoyed it. We walked around a lot, probably another mile for me. So right then and there is 3 miles. Then Sunday, my wife wanted to go out, and we stood waiting to get seated for a long time. My wife thought she checked us in online, and it turns out she didn't complete it. So I think standing for a long period of time, ignoring my lower back pain. And then when we got home, I tried to do a jump scare to my daughter, and that's when I threw my back out. And yeah, I think I just pushed myself too much. Is what happened. So maybe don't push myself as much. But I've just been trying to watch what I eat and cut back on portions. If I find myself hungry or needing a snack, I go get some carrots. I'm done with cauliflower for right now. I like cauliflower, but I've had it so much I don't want it anymore, which is weird. I can eat carrots almost like all day long. There's something about carrots, I just like them better than cauliflower. But I want to find something else. Maybe every now and again, celery. I like celery. I wish I could devein them, but yeah, I do like celery. So maybe some celery. I don't want to get too much of a veggie mix going on because I don't like every vegetable. But yeah, the pain in my lower back. Even now, just sitting here, my hip is throbbing, and I got to shift my leg from time to time. And in bed, I used to sleep on a wedge. I can't sleep on the wedge anymore because it contorts my body to where it hurts my hip. Oh, and I had this old back stretcher that I bought on eBay. It was a piece of crap, but I'm glad I kept it. I thought we got rid of it, but we cleaned up this area where sometimes we end up stacking stuff, and it was sitting over there. And lucky enough, I still was going to throw it away, and they're like, "Oh, let me." And I was sitting one day sitting at my desk doing work. I'm like, "We still got that back stretcher." I went and grabbed it, and it helps a lot. Whenever I use it, it takes away the pain for a while. It's like I don't have to take pills. I just lay on that thing. It stretches me out, and then I can move around freely without so much pain. And it has helped a lot. So, yeah. Oh man, getting old sucks. I wish I didn't have to get old, but I have. My main goal with working out is to get back into it. I was thinking about going Saturday with don't push it, just start Monday. Hopefully by Monday I should be 100% and I can go back to doing full body workout, do the treadmill, and get back in there. Oh, my sinuses started draining. And also, I this week also I made plans to do moho, but I can't sit here too long. I get frustrated and I can't stay focused. I'm all over the place. So it's like that pain has just got me going crazy. Sitting here doing this isn't as bad because I don't really have to focus on drawing or doing movements or anything like that. So this is easy. Doing React videos, doing the Reddit stuff. This is easy. But yeah, I think I am definitely gonna have to wait till Monday to start working out again. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, Monday hopefully I can get back in here and start working out and get back on track. I have lost some of the 10 pounds I gained back. So hopefully I can keep going. It looks like I'm losing a pound a week. So if I can keep that up, I think I'll get below the 360s. I am going to try to push myself on the treadmill in the sense, not more speed. I keep my speed around 2 to 2.3, but I keep the incline at 5. What I'm going to try to do is get back up to 12 minutes, walking for 12 minutes on incline 5. And then once I get that down, I'm going to go up to 7 and see how that feels. I'm not gonna push myself too much. If it feels like my hip is not ready for it, I'll stick with the 6. But that was my goal, is to start going up to doing 12 minutes. But we'll see. Yeah. And because of all this, it made me realize how much out of focus I am. I need to get refocused on the stuff I'm doing. I'm just not focused. I got to figure something out, and I haven't. But with that, something that also caught my attention was Jonathan Majors making a comeback. He has a movie coming out called Magazine Dreams. I don't know if this is the first thing he's done since that whole fiasco, but yeah, he has a new movie coming out. It looks pretty interesting. It's not something I want to see. It's basically one of those human condition type of movies. He's trying to be a bodybuilder. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting. The reason I caught my attention is there was a scene where he's grinning and he's got bloody teeth. And it's like, okay. And I was just like, that looks gross. But yeah, it looks interesting. I might watch it when it's on one of the many streaming services I have. Maybe I'll watch it then. But there was also talk of him coming back to the MCU. So yeah, that whole mess with him, in all honesty, he got railroaded, but he got himself into that mess. Hopefully he's smartened up. I know is he still married, or did he get married? But either way, hopefully he's learned from that and knows not to make those mistakes anymore. Because really, everyone was confused, like, why is she not being charged? Clearly in the video it showed her swinging on him, but it was a black man and a white woman, so that's how that went. But another thing is also, there's a lot of people talking about Captain America, Brave New World, and what's interesting is all the critics who seem to not like it seem to not like a lot of movies with diversity. So I'm not taking their word for it. Yeah, there was one person said, "Oh yeah, he doesn't like it," and pretty much comments have been shocker, because the same person liked the Flash movie. And it's like, dude, how much are you getting paid? Because just from the trailer, I knew I wouldn't like it, and I still haven't watched it. I have no desire to watch it. And yes, it is because of the actor in it. And even if he wasn't in it, just from the previews and stuff, I still had no desire to watch it. They would have been better off making a new Batman movie with Michael Keaton than that crap. They put that out, but wouldn't put Batgirl out. It's like, jeez. People are like, well, Batgirl was really bad. It's like, you didn't even see it. How do you know? Everyone who was badmouth never saw the movie. He's like, you never saw the movie, so how do you know it was bad? There was never a trailer for it or anything, so you're full of crap. And again, it was the same people who don't like anyone non-white in their movies. But yeah, and the difference between the Flash and Captain America, the Captain America trailer looks awesome, and I'm gonna go see it. My daughter wants to go see it. I don't know if we'll do a father-daughter day, because I think my son wants to see it too, and so it's like, maybe not with this movie, because I don't think she wanted to see Sonic. She never talked about seeing Sonic 3. She knows we saw it. I can't remember if she said she actually wanted to see it or not, but my son's been talking about it for a while, so I knew he wanted to see it. So, but yeah, maybe we'll go see Captain America this weekend, and I'll do a review on it. But overall, yeah, the critics, the amount of racism that comes out nowadays is just mind-blowing. And they'll just not like something if someone non-white is in it. It's like, so if someone non-white is starring in it, it's obviously not going to be a good movie. Is that your take? And they're getting called out for it too. So it's not like they can just say it and get away with it. They're getting called out for it. And so yeah, so the trailer for The Flash didn't make me want to see it. The trailer for Captain America makes me want to go see it. So that's the big difference. And there's a lot of movies coming out that I don't want to see, like Final Destination. And I've never been a Final Destination fan. I've seen some of them. None of them in the theater, all on TV. And I think all of my wife, because my wife and daughter are fans of the Final Destination stuff. But yeah, it's just I have no desire to see Final Destination. What's another movie coming out? There was another one. Oh, there's a new Smurfs movie coming out. I like the Smurfs, but again, I have no desire to see it. There's really not any movie I really want to see. Even Captain America: Brave New World. Only reason I'm going to see it is because my daughter wants to see it. I can wait till it comes on streaming. Again, I think I just don't like going to the movies anymore. It's like it costs too much. It's like you want too much money. It's like I understand the movie industry took a hit, but not going to recoup it through me. But yeah, I'm going to go see it because I saw Sonic in the movie, so I'll go see Captain America the movie with my daughter. But I have to check and see if my son wants to see it. If he wants to see it, we'll try to make it a family thing. I don't know. We'll wait. And see. I got to talk to him and see, because I didn't tell my daughter we were going to go see Sonic 3, so maybe I won't tell him. And me and my daughter will go see it. We'll figure it out. We'll get it worked out. But, yeah, there's a lot of movies coming out. Can't think of. I did reviews of a lot of trailers, and I can't remember any. What was the other? Here, let me see if I can. I really can't remember. I just did a couple. What was the? Oh, it was an Invincible trailer. That's what it was. Oh, Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four is coming out. Sonic 3. Well, we saw that. Final Destination, Magazine Dream. Maybe I just saw a bunch of trailers. But there's a lot of movies coming out soon, too. But, what was it? Fantastic Four. Oh, yeah. That's another movie. It looks great. Except for the thing, I don't like the look of the thing. And it's not because it's comic book accurate. There's something off about the 3D imaging of the thing to me. It looks too, I told my daughter cartoonish, but later on I was like, claymation. It reminds me of claymation, is why I don't like it. They could have went for cartoon or comic book accurate, but the problem is, to me, it looks like claymation. And smooth claymation, but it looks like claymation. It seems like an interesting story taking place in the 1960s. So I don't have a desire to see the Fantastic Four. I'm not like a huge Fantastic Four fan, so I do like Pablo. Oh my god, is that his first name? But I like him as a person. He seems like a genuinely nice guy, but it's not enough to make me go in and go see the movie. I did see where they were talking about the woman in the movie was pregnant and they had to CG out her baby bump, and people like, you can tell by the way she's walking. And ever since that got pointed out to me, I was like, oh, you can't see that. But yeah, I don't know if I'll make it to the movies other than Captain America. There's nothing that I can think that's coming out that I'm like, I gotta see it. Like when Iron Man came out, oh my god, they're putting Iron Man out there. I liked Iron Man way back when I used to watch the cartoon. So to have that on the big screen, yeah. First Transformers, yeah, I gotta see that on the big screen. But then after a while, they just flooded the market with them over and over and over and over and over again. And it's like, it's no big deal. So we need something new. We need something new for the movies to go up on the big screen. And it's like, once again, movie companies are afraid to take a chance. So who knows when we'll get it. But yeah. What was another thing I was going to talk about? Halftime show. The halftime show, a lot of people, it's the worst halftime show ever. No, it's not. No, it wasn't. The halftime show was not meant for everyone. First off, I know that sounds like a cop-out, but it wasn't. Secondly, he's not the first black performer. The difference between Kendrick Lamar and other black performers is people are more openly racist. Like I stated earlier, people are just being more openly racist is all it is. They're trying to say, well, he didn't have any white people, reverse racism. Yeah, Trump did away with DEI. Don't have to include everyone now. It seemed like black people were being forced more to do that than anyone else. So now, like, Trump did away with it. We ain't got to do that no more. With that aside, I personally really didn't even watch it. So I couldn't really tell you if I liked it or disliked it. I had no desire to see it. The last time I watched a halftime show is when Prince performed. I vaguely remember Michael's performance, mainly because it was a long time ago. I vaguely remember Prince's these days because it was a long time ago now. But the main reason I remember Prince's more is because it actually rained when he started singing Purple Rain. I thought it was a effect that he had going on, but no, it was real rain. It literally started raining for Purple Rain. I was like, oh, like God was watching. So yeah, I mean, and the reason I still remember Michael's is because he stood there for like 5 minutes and the crowd just went nuts. So yeah, there are not performers like that anymore. And I think more people like the halftime show that hated on it. And let's be honest, most of the people who didn't like it were racist. The ones who didn't like it, who weren't racist, were honest about it. They were like, I'm not a fan of Kendrick Lamar. That was it. And they let it go. Some said it's someone, I think, I don't recall anyone saying the same thing I just said, like, just not into the halftime show. Like I said, I haven't been in a halftime show for a long time. It doesn't appeal to me. Halftime, it's just, to me, it looks like chaos because they're trying to do so much in a short amount of time. So yeah, I'm good. Now I used to watch Super Bowl for the commercials. I don't even watch Super Bowl for commercials anymore. It's just like the commercials are garbage. If anything sucks, it's commercials. The commercials are horrible anymore. It used to be people put time into those commercials. Now they're just throwing anything they can out there. Nothing original. I will admit the Doja Cat one was interesting, where like Taco Bell was doing no celebrities and she's supposed to be sneaking in. I thought that was interesting, but otherwise, yeah, there's nothing special about any of these commercials. Some just keep repeating the same stuff over and over and over. So I don't know. What was I going to talk about? Halftime show, Brave New World. I had something else on my mind I can't remember now. I touched on Moho a little, but yeah, I need to get back focused on Moho. I get a lot of Moho stuff popping up that makes me want to sit down and watch it, and I haven't done it. I need to go back and watch the original video I watched, and so I can redo everything. I need to create my character and get it. I want to rig it up to the max. Switches for eyes, arms, everything, and just rig up and I can't even talk. Get all my characters created and rigged up so I can start animating. That's what I was going to do. I completely forgot I was supposed to go back and redo my soldier story, and I never did. I never looked for it. I think I went to look for it the day I got hurt. Yeah, pain can distract you. And I think that's what happened. The pain distracted me. But I'll get back into it, get refocused and stuff. And the worst part also about my brain is I keep coming up with more stories. I got to somehow zoom in and stay focused. And like I said, the way my brain works is I'll lose focus. Because I was looking up something about drawing and I started watching stuff about steaks. Like, I got to come up with new ways to fix steak other than just frying it up. And it's like, I was so distracted. Like, I just need to fix a steak a certain way. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with frying up a good steak or grilling it or something. Every now and again, I just like to fix it a different way. But one of the problems with fixing steak a different way, see, I veered off course. I was talking about Moho and went straight into steaks. But let's talk about steaks. One of the problems I've run into when cooking a steak is not so much, trying to find new ways to dress it up or anything like that. It's if I try to like chop up the steak and cook it, I usually end up overcooking it. I like a little pink in mine. My wife doesn't. My wife pretty much wants it burnt. I was like, it's burnt and dried out. Like one time, I purposely left a little pink in hers, not to be spiteful or anything, because she was running late, and I already fixed it. I said, you'll need to warm it up, and she's like, it's pink. I said, yeah, you're supposed to warm it up. It'll cook the pink out. And she did it. She did the way I told her. She threw it in the microwave, it warmed up, and it was great. But now she yells at me if I do that, so screw it. And then, so I don't leave any pink at all. And you know what happens now? She's dried out. It's like, geez, I wonder why. So it's like, don't come, and I flat out told her, don't come yelling at me for your dried out steak because you weren't here on time. You told me you were coming home. I went ahead and fixed food. Yours is cold. You warmed it up, and now you're paying the price for it. Like if you come home when you're supposed to, bid rating. What happens is she goes to leave work, and then something happens, she's got to fix it. But that aside, is like if she just left me alone and let me fix the steak the way I know to fix it, it wouldn't be a problem because then when she goes warm up, the pink will go away and she'll have her steak perfectly moist, ready to eat. But nope, she doesn't want any pink on it. What I discovered is sometimes she'll come home and try to cut a piece off and eat it. It's like, don't cut a piece off. Just throw it in the microwave. You know it's going to have a little pink in it, so that way it doesn't dry out when you go to warm it up. But it is what it is. Oh man, I don't know what's going on with my sinuses. All day long, my sinuses have been fine. Now all of a sudden they're starting to drain. My React channels. I wasn't gonna talk about. Oh my god, I did it again. I'm distracted. My brain just shut down. I had some things listed. It looks like I touched on everything. The halftime show, blatant racism, haven't watched the halftime since Prince, Brave New World, Jonathan Majors coming back. I wasn't even going to talk about steaks. Oh, I know. Hold on. Where is my phone? Okay. Let's see if I recorded anything. Okay, let's see. Where is... Ross Perot ran for president and didn't get voted in because he was going to try to run. Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf and Headhunt. Non-lemon going off on MAGA, and the future is still racist and capital no. I'll just edit that out. There was nothing there. I could have sworn I recorded something. Let's see here. Okay. I'll probably edit all that out. I'll leave it in. I'm talking to myself. I'll probably edit the audio stuff out, but yeah, there's nothing. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I know I made some notes. Had more notes. I didn't have more notes to this, but I didn't type down more notes. But I could have sworn I recorded something, and I don't remember what it is. Oh, you know what? I'll do what I used to do. I used to go to... Where's my mouse? I hate it when I lose the mouse. It's like it turns invisible and can't find it anywhere. But one thing I just thought of when I was going to click on here is that I guess Elon Musk's son told Trump he's not the president. It's like, we're all kind of like, well, yeah, we already knew that. But yeah, it's just like, you. Okay. Wasn't really nothing popping out. Oh, one thing that I thought of was Beyonce won a Grammy for Best Country Album. And what's funny is there's an AI edit. I was like, did you guys see this at the Grammy? It's weird. I wouldn't necessarily say it's funny, but it's just weird. And it has cowboys coming out, horses coming out. I can't think of the singer's name, but she turned into like a witch and is zapping people. It's weird. It's just weird. And it is just weird. That's all I'm going to say. It's weird. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. I think there was another one they did, AI thing or something going on at the Grammys. But yeah, there's some weird stuff going on. And then there's there's the hunt for Jill Stein. Basically, people want to know where she's at. You know, she was so adamant about not voting for Kamala. So how people want to know how that's working out for her. And another thing, what was the other thing? I was on a roll. I just thought of something else, and it went out of my head. Along that same, oh yeah, people talking about where's Kamala? It's like she's on vacation. She don't have to work no more. You know, you guys didn't want her in the office, so she's out. So why are you? Where's this whole? Where's Kamala? Where's Kamala? If I didn't get the job, I'm not going to do the job. That is so stupid. That didn't make sense to me. Where's Kamala? Where's Kamala? Not working because you didn't hire her. You didn't want her for the job, so she's out doing other stuff. You stop being a dumbass. And Snoop Dogg trying to defend himself, performing for Trump. Oh yeah, it was Janae Monáe. I probably said the name wrong, but she dissed Nelly at a party where Nelly was at, and she did a little rap and dissed him. It's like calling him a sellout and everything else. It's like that's hilarious. But then someone pointed out, if you go back and listen to Nelly's song, he's doing exactly what he wanted to. He wanted to be up there with them, and that's what he's doing because he's talking about Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in now. So he's hanging with them. So there you go. But it's only February, everybody. Just in case anyone didn't catch that. It's only February and still a lot of crap going on. Donald Trump doesn't like paper straws. I'm sorry, Donald Trump is he's a puppet being used. And he'll never admit he's being used. But yeah, he's just a puppet being used by Elon. Elon's manipulating. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince Trump to sign something that makes him take power if something happens to him. So hopefully that's not the case. And hopefully no one is like, well, we got to listen to it. Hopefully nothing like that happens. But yeah, it's just so weird. Elon Musk and Trump is like, I just don't get that team up. It's like, but I do like the fact that I wasn't the only one who thought about this. Like Elon Musk should be deported because he's technically here illegally. The last I heard about that, he's here illegally. So I was strolling through Yahoo and they're talking about 2 teens arrested for making child stuff. Like, it's like, how old are they? Because they're calling them teens. They're like 18 and 19. Okay, yeah. He's 18. Oh, she's 17. Aggressive crimes against nature. Oh my God, I don't want to read anymore. What were they making these kids do? Aggressive crimes against nature. Good Lord. I don't understand people who do stuff like that. Let me rephrase that. I can understand wanting to harm people because there have been times there's some people I wanted to harm. They make me so mad. It's like, I want to harm you. I don't, because I have that little voice in my head that says, let's not do that. And honestly, it's not because I don't want to go to jail. It's because I don't think I could live with myself if I actually took a life. Or just randomly took a life. If I took a life in self-defense or took a life to defend my family, I think that I could live with. But just to go out and do these crazy things that these people do is just wild. But the weird thing is, I don't want to say I can understand them. I don't want to make it seem like I can relate to them. I guess because the way my mind works is that I can see how their mind would think this is okay. Because I know not everyone thinks the same. I know everyone sees things differently. And another thing just popped up here talking mass shooting. Of course there's a mass shooting. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just keep going. But I understand, feeling lonely. I understand feeling hopelessness. But the difference for me and them is that, again, the way my brain works is that I can self-therapy, if you will. I don't recommend everyone do that. It doesn't work for everyone. Some people have the ability to snap out of it. I think that's also why I don't have an addictive personality, is I don't get addicted to stuff. Like, I've been on powerful narcotics and I've been fine. And I've tried weed and was fine. Weed didn't do anything for me. Maybe I'm immune to weed, but I've tried various brands of weed back in the day. Nothing. It didn't do anything. That's not to say if I take an edible, I won't freak out. I've never really tried an edible. Kind of want to, but I'm also older. I don't know what my body would do to it. My luck, I take a bite of edible, and next thing I know, I'm a drooly mess for the rest of my life, trapped inside my body. But yeah, I think if I hadn't gone down the road I did with technology, maybe I would have been a therapist. Because I've thought about that, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to hear your crap. But yeah, it's just, when I hear people say they can't relate or can't understand or any of that stuff, it's like, we're not allowed to say we understand, because then it makes it seem like you're sympathizing. It's like, it's not, I'm sympathizing. It's like, I have the ability to put myself in their position, so to speak, and kind of walk through it. Like, you see the guy or girl, they're still stuck in that mentality of high school, and so they have an underage person flirt with them and they think it's okay, and they forget that they're not a kid anymore. So that little part of their brain that's supposed to tell them, hey, you're not a kid anymore, is gone. I, on the other hand, have that little part of my brain going, hey, what is this kid doing? Get the hell away from me. That would be my response. Like, get the hell away from me. Don't you flirt with me, you little monster. It's like, get away from me. You're not setting me up, And there are all people who say, oh, if the legal age was below 18, would you still? It's like, no. I think for me, especially now I'm almost 50, got one more year. If I was to start dating again, I might date someone in their 20s, but not someone who just turned 20. I want them to be legally able to drink. I don't know how young I would go in their 20s. I probably wouldn't go below 25. But then again, you get people in their 30s and 40 who act like they're teenagers, and they're annoying as hell. So really, I think it would come down to their personality and their maturity, whether or not I interact with them. Now, as for interacting with children, just to interact with children, not to try and do anything else with them. I've talked to kids. It's just like sitting down, like niece and nephew stuff, like, hey, how's it going? So as far as it goes for me. But then you'll see other people trying to be, hey, how's it going? And trying to be their buddy and stuff. Like, what? He's like, when I was that age, I didn't want the old person trying to be my buddy. And I said, I guarantee you they don't want you to try to be their buddy. It's like, cut it out. But, like I said, I had the ability, like I just watched the story of the guy who went around shooting shooting up the massage parlors. And the side of the story I heard, it wasn't so much racially motivated. I don't think it was racially motivated at all from the information I was given. It was just, he would go to massage parlors where he could get the full service. And as a result, that's why he targeted massage parlors. Unfortunately, all the massage parlors he targeted were minority owned by Asians. So the Asian stereotype of them owning massage parlors, in this case, was true. They were offering full service. And he knew these locations, and as those locations he targeted. I think if they were all white, they still would have got targeted. So race, to me, didn't have anything to do with it. That doesn't change the horrific violence he committed. But in that instance, race didn't have anything to do with it. And that's what I said. If they were all white establishment, he probably still would have went. He had an addiction to adult entertainment, and he had addiction to massage parlors because he knew he could go there and get satisfied. The worst part is he had a girlfriend, and it just didn't work out. It's almost like being married and not getting any. I don't have to worry. She doesn't watch this. But yeah, I think the worst part is he came from an ultra religious family, that guy, and that didn't help either. So there's that. And I think it was just a perfect storm in the sense that he came from an ultra religious family. He got addicted to adult entertainment, and he got addicted to massage parlors. And he didn't know how to cope with it. He didn't know where to turn. He kept going down and down and down until he just spiraled out of control. And unfortunately, others had to pay for his mistake. So there was a lot going on there. There have been times where I've gone to dark places, not to that extreme, and I've managed to come back out. I won't lie, I thought about going to massage parlors when I was single, because there was a stretch there where it was like, nobody wants to date me, nobody wants to do this with me. But at no time did I ever go, all women are whores or all women are evil. I don't get. I'll be honest about that. I can understand it, but I don't get it. If that makes sense. Because I see women as human beings. Women are human. Well, none of us are perfect. So when I see men or women flip out over someone, it's like they just didn't want you. Because I've been around women who got mad when a guy didn't want them. And it's like, the guy doesn't want you. Move on. And one girl was asking me, oh my, such and such. I said, he doesn't want to date you. Move on. And she got mad and went to HR and stuff. It's like, first off, she asked me at work. It's like, I didn't ask her. And I didn't get in trouble. Because it was like, well, she asked you and you gave her an answer. You're like, yeah. So it was like, it was stupid on her part to ask me in the first place. Because I don't know why she asked me. It's like, we're not like we were friends. It's like, that's the question you ask your friends. But I still don't know why she asked me. Well, it's just like, he doesn't want you to move on. But yeah, people get caught up on that stuff, and it's like they just can't let go. But it is what it is. I'll end up talking longer than I thought. Probably once I edit, it'll be like 2 minutes long. I don't forgot what else I was going to say. I was on a roll. Now I forgot. I'm going to end it here. I think next podcast, I'm going to skip next Sunday so I can find a single thing to talk about. Not necessarily a single thing, but several single things to talk about and stretch them out. Because that was my main goal, really, originally, when I started this podcast. Not just to ramble on. Well, I take that back. I kind of wanted to just record myself talking and post it and share my thoughts. But now I feel like I need to focus and find something to talk about. Like, I guess I could have went more in depth about Jonathan Majors and A Brave New World, because those are all related. Maybe I'll do that next podcast after I see Brave New World. But don't forget to like and subscribe. And everyone take care. Later.